to us, and then delay from us to you, and they're off. We're going to start in Link's house that has 20 bucks. Sanctuary will also have 20 bucks. That's 2 of the 18 20 rupee drops.
Meanwhile, we've got a Houlihan play. I believe. Yep, this is a Houlihan.
Now, you want to explain to me how Houlihan works?
Now, Houlihan works when the game doesn't know where to put you, it puts you in the room named for a Nintendo Power Magazine contest winner, Christopher Houlihan. And it's a room loaded with 225 rupees, which is pretty good cash grab for an open mode seed, and you hit Uncle's heart.
Yep, I mean, it's basically a soft lock protection. Nintendo knew that with new technology, there may need some soft lock protection. So if you trigger a game to put you in kind of like the wrong warp, you get thrown there. There's multiple ways to set it up. The little river thing emphasizes the easiest way. We did find some bombs in Uncle's chest. Way 2 words and ETM is basically synced up right now. Map chest, we got 5-6 crystal at Eastern, regular crystals at Hera and Desert.
And what was that at the race game on the OK Guy's side? Whatever it is, he's going right for it. I think it looked like a hook shot, but I could be wrong.
He did get some 50-50 bomb drops, so he can do the race game. We got Waywards and ETM going to Lost Woods to do those 2 checks. Race game today has the hook shot. Yeah, he was completely correct. We got a heart growing in the middle of the woods. So early hook shots were really good. That means Mini Mordorm just became 10 times easier.
As is zipping around the overworld, because optimally you can use the hook shot to latch onto objects, and as Link is getting pulled to them, the movement is a bit faster.
Was that the flute in library? I only saw it for a split second. Oh, first sword in bar. Very nice.
I think that's for protecting the tavern keepers more than anything else, but Link's gonna put it to good use.
I mean, told by chat that was a glove.
That means we will be finding boots at some point.
Workin did buy bombs with his Houlihan. He's going to go ahead and use those bombs to get the hook shot. We got some blind house check. We got red ball for sick kid, more bombs. 10 arrows, and the last item before we go to the back is 20 rupees. Okay, guys, also farming bombs right now in the bomb shack here. Magic Cave.
Ooh, that is interesting, because now, by logic, we are only a lamp away from having access to Castle Tower. Not that we necessarily want to do that, but there are some seeds that force that.
Now, with all the bombs ETM is getting, he kind of negates the need for the Houlihan strat right now. So that gives him kind of like an innate 2-minute lead. We got some well checks now. 20 more bucks. And another piece of heart. That'll be his second piece of heart after he found one thief's hideout. Bombs at Bar Vendit. I saw a book. I saw a lamp. Oh, there's our Master Sword. So we have 2-way AGA access. Now, as a runner, do you take this Master Sword Cape lamp and decide, well, this is 2 ways of telling me I need to do Castle Tower? Do you go ahead and do it now just to get out of the way, or what's your plan here?
My plan is I don't deviate from my starting routine just yet. Still check South Shore just to cover myself, just to make sure that I didn't miss anything else that could have come up. Like, if you find the other glove that's not on library, you're able to go up Death Mountain.
Alright, right now we're getting a little bit of a lull as everyone's checking everyone else's stuff. Sick Kid Today is giving out the blue mail. More defense for that AGA 1 climb, it looks like.
And not to mention more defense for the rest C.
Where you really want a shirt from a sick kid off his back, as Weights of Words got his master. Now we had better look at that glove.
Yep. I am surprised that nobody took the book straight into the Lost Woods to check pedestal yet.
That's
the okay guy's not being nice.
As I was going to say, that check would take an extra like 2 minutes. Right now, we don't think Ped's in logic. I'll see these runners check Ped if we get Mirror and do Skull Woods, or if the 3 pins are in logic. Actually, okay, guy. Maybe doing your thinking. Christopher Walken, he actually went south-north, so he might go ahead and do it while he's getting his piece of heart and heart container.
Except the okay guy missed the piece of heart altogether.
I mean, if you can do this low percent, you can do this low percent. Walken is going to go ahead and not go check Ped.
Got a heart container. And yep, this is looking like a pedestal check, folks, so I know we're not even 10 minutes in, but I think it's time for some Blessed RNGs.
While this is going on, Dam has 20 rupees. Use this to become invincible. That's the Cane of Burna. So Ped is actually dead.
Yep, we do not logically need Cane of Burna because we have the magic cape. And draining Swamp out, just 20 rupees.
Alright, E-Team's going to go to the 5 checks over at Mini Mordorm Cave. We'll see if he decides to go with Ice Rod.
And Aga 1 for Lumberjack Tree is also dead, as that was just 20 rupees.
Found so far. Okay, with the Massive Sword, the Mini Mordorms go down, and we got 5 more checks here. We're going to start out with 300 rupees, 20 rupees, 1 rupee, 10 arrows, and a heart container. So
Generous
value
guy
came.
was not being generous.
I mean, we're about ready to be able to fake flipper for Zora check. Ooh, we do have a fire source. Desert might be a play if it's not boots locked. We do know we may need boots though at some point in time because of well, we definitely need boots. My bad, but we still have the glove on library to worry about.
Speaking of that glove, if the boots are indeed in desert and there's no lift upgrade in there, then that's a logical double dip that the game forced you to do.
Possibly happen. We're going to look at Ice Rod. Ice Rod has some very cold bombs. And Christopher Walken is going to go ahead and do a castle dungeon check.
This check could lead into an Aga 1 climb.
ETM is going to follow his path. Christopher Walken is not going to take the key to the back of escape.
Yep, that would be the steal the key strategy, which is a strategy in open mode. It is a risky strategy, but one that can pay off if the items are right. If the items are wrong, though, then that can come back and hit you right in the rear.
Now, we do have some fake flippers from Waity. He has the 500. We'll see if he decides to fake flipper all the way to Zora. Map in Boomerang Chest. We're going to get a man under the bridge check here soon.
That's a piece of heart from the hobo.
Hey, don't call him. I get that he gave you a little bit of love. Just don't get call him names like hobo. Yeesh. Okay, guy is having a little bit of difficulty setting up the fake flippers. Zelda's cell is more bombs. So Zelda Hyrule Dungeon had nothing. Looks like Quest for Fleur is going to look to Death Warp. We'll see if he decides he's going to do the back play or go straight to Aga. No Moon Pearl, so we can't check Waterfall Cave right now, but we'll be able to see an item on Zora Ledge, and out logic, pay 500 rupees for whatever Zora has in its mouth.
Well, that's just a blue rupee on 80 words side. Not coming back for that. So no Death Warp for Christopher Workin. He is walking out.
Yep, ETM does get the Death Warp, so ETM actually will forever play Workin and ETM are doing. They're now, ETM's now a hit on it. 10 arrows for 500 bucks. That is a scam.
Yep, King Zora, the ultimate scam artist of Hyrule, strikes again.
So both ETM and Quest for Workin is doing the escape play right now. It is in logic because of Lamp, but because Workin didn't get the Death Warp on, ETM is actually ahead of them on this check.
All 4 of our featured runners are in the castle area. Nobody heading over to check Sahasrara.
Well, again, is also being orphaned. We got the single arrow. Without a key, that means the back of the escape is glove locked. So, ETM is doing another Death Warp. This must mean he's going to an Aga 1 play. Aga 1 does give a little bit of extra, just for other than being a Dark World warp. It will give us a hint. Mind you, these runners can go check Desert, can go check Agina, Sarashala. There's 6 checks right there, plus at least 2 items they can get from Eastern. So there is still a handful of items that are open, but ETM is going to be making the play.
Yep, and with Master Sword, his offense is going to be on par with the NMG speedrun. So you'll probably see a number of NMG-based strats on the climb up.
Very nice magic refill there.
And Workin's also doing Aga 1.
Yeah, he didn't Death Warp out of Dark Cross. He saved and quit and walked all the way up there. Gotta preserve that no death run, right?
Well, sometimes you do, but other times it's like, in terms of time, not worth it. I believe Lady Words is setting up a Death Warp using the ball and chain guard. I like this strategy.
ETM on the 4th floor. As Christopher Workin is in the Dark Maze. Okay, guys, also using the ball and chain guide to kill himself with. Death Warp for way 2 words. We'll see if he goes check Dark Cross or if he decides to go straight up Aga. And okay, guy just blows himself up.
That's also a very valid way to pull off the Death Warp.
We're going to get a hint here in just a second. The hint today is a piece of heart is above the pose. That means Graveyard Ledge will not be obtained today. Okay, guys, instead of going to Dark Cross, is also doing the Aga 1 play.
Grab the key with a hook shot anyway while it was midair. That's pretty good. Normally, NMG, you're throwing a boomerang to get that. That was pretty neat.
ETM is at the home stretch. He is about ready to fight Aga. Aga is a boss fight with phases. He will do each phase of 5 attacks. First attack is always an orange ball. You can reflect this orange ball back into him. 6 orange balls kills him. Attacks 2 through 4 is a 50-50 between the orange ball and blue balls. Blue balls do nothing other than waste your time. The 5th attack is always a lightning attack. So, ultimately, there's no blue balls. If you have to rely on every single guaranteed blue balls, 15 blue balls. Let's go ahead and take a guess how many blue balls ETM is going to face today, as Wasted Words is actually doing Eastern right now. In Strasser's Closet, we got 10 bombs, 20 rupees, and 50 rupees. All right, there's still 2 checks in Eastern Palace if Wasted Words does go that way.
And there's the blue. That wasn't blue.
I'm glad you understand your colors. All right, going to Eastern. There's 3 available items in Eastern. One of them may be bow locked, but we do have 5 checks that are in Logic.
Chat brings up a good point. There is a risk-reward aspect here. The risk is you're only able to check Pyramid Ledge. However, the reward is Moon Pearl in Eastern. This might have been an AGA 1 trap that 3 of our featured runners fell for. Or, if they have to do AGA 1 anyway, it won't matter a difference. But there is a chance that it's an AGA 1 trap.
Ooh, that is...
Depends on what's in Eastern.
People. Anyway, ETM is actually deciding Aga failed. Mind you, these runners now have a reliable Dark World access once they get the Moon Pearl in Eastern. Mind you can't check much with that Dark... Well, actually, no. With the Hookshot, you have full rain, I think, right?
When you're in the bunny sprite, unless you trigger the super bunny glitch...
No. I'm talking about with Moon Pearl,
Yeah,
like
Moon Pearl, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, with the Hookshot you have, yeah.
Unique item requires a bomb.
That might be the unique item ETM's going towards right now.
Could also be in Hype Cave.
So Agena check is up. And it's a piece of art. Oh, that's a full heart container. Way Too Wars only has 1 item to check left.
Okay, guy just threw a bomb at Aghanim.
It does no damage.
Not that that did anything, but it's still amusing.
Desert Ledge is vanilla, and we're going to go check Desert Palace. 2 items up for grabs in Desert Palace, as Eastern was not good. This may have been you need to do Aga 1, but with the Moon Pearl. This may be that seed.
Yeah, this may be that type of seed where Aga 1 was needed for Dark World access, but the seed required a double dip of Eastern. Whether that's the case or not, jury's out, as we get our first look at Desert Palace.
Alright, so Desert may be a fast check. It depends on if this dungeon is boots locked. There's a torch in the room left of the one ETM is in. If a key is on that torch, or if there's no key in this chest, okay, no key, that means this dungeon is boots locked.
Yep, and the item we did get was the red boomerang.
And so, small key there. We do get a hint, though. There's always money in the banana stand.
Yeah, based off what we just saw in Desert, Aga 1 was definitely required for Dark World access, but you needed the Moon Pearl out of Eastern in order to do anything with it.
Okay, no! He just checked Shirashala's closet, and vamonos.
Ooh, in this case, that is quite the error, as the item you need is going to be that first chest in Eastern that has 100 rupees in the vanilla game, also known as the Cannonball chest.
Alright, we'll see if ETM finishes that play. He did check Desert. He does know his progression has to be in this area.
That first chest, Math Girl, has the Moon Pearl, which is required along with Aga 1 to access Dark World in this seed.
Alright, Wait Warriors is about ready to get some bad news that it is an Aga 1 seed. Ooh, that is correct. With the Moon Pearl, even though it's out of logic, we may have... Actually, no. It'll have to be Glove Hammer Waffle Cave for that troll to work.
Not so fast. A glove can be there, or a flute can be there for Death Mountain access.
Or boots can be in there.
And then you have that. Oh, yeah. Just other things can happen to create a string that would lead to getting the glove off the library. So, yeah, it's possible, but it's looking like Aga was hard required.
We'll see if ETM just dips out of Eastern. Looks like he's not. So he's just going to finish out, find out there's nothing else here. And he'll be the first one to start exploring Dark World.
As Weighty Words is starting Aga 1 now. Meanwhile, Warkin's about to get the bad news out of the desert. Basically, what Big J622 said in chat, in for a penny, in for a pound. Because when you start a dungeon dip, you don't finish it unless you've got everything.
So while we wait for the Dark World checks, does anyone ever get creeped out by the Master Sword in the middle of all the screens? That little eye just stares at you.
I think it's a neat touch. As the okay guy jumped the gun. Forgot about the Moon Pearl. Back to Eastern. I mean, for all we know, that eye at the middle of the Master Sword could be Fi's eye watching over us as we watch and commentate this race.
ATM's about done with the Eastern, then we'll probably see him go straight for that Aga 1 portal.
Yep, Eastern done, so now would be the time. Knowing what we know, probably a good idea to just head for Village of Outcasts. While Pod often can be rewarding in this situation, you can also get locked out of there pretty darn quick. Okay, chat is correcting me on something. Can't get to the village yet without a glove, a hammer, or the flippers. So Pod is the play.
We do get a map check. Terra Rock and Meyer pendant. So
as is Swamp, so we may not find the mirror.
Let me go back to what I was about ready to say. The Case of Mara is not required this seed unless the big key is in right side GT.
And that includes the tile room as well.
That means the cane can even be in GT.
Yep. And chat's calling for us finding the cane anyway, thinking there might be progression in Green Pendant Turtle Rock. Yeah, that's certainly possible.
I commented one seed ever that it was a Super Metroid Zelda 3 seed that had Pendant, Mire, and TR, but the big key was in the room in the right with the 4 chests, and the cane was the cane was in Mire, the Mire shed. And one of the runners go-moded it and skipped Mire Shed. Oh yeah, so this also means flute may not be required. Medallions are not required this seed. No ice rods required this seed.
Unless the bow is on Trinux.
Why wish for more bad stuff? I mean,
I've seen it happen before. I've raced in Siege where the game has done that to me before. So it's certainly not out of the realm of possibility. But yeah, we do need flippers for Ice Palace, and the only way the cane could be required for Ice is Ice Palace key logic.
ETM is doing a dip a pod. It was not bow locked, so we do have a handful of checks we can do. Waitie's right on ETM's heels, though.
So far, nothing but keys.
Which there are 6 small keys in pod. 5 items. First, the hint's dead. Never mind. Ooh, we do have a bot. Wait.
Yep.
We do have a bot, which means we can do something called the bio glitch, which kind of like de-locks this mimic room coming up. So you can walk them off the screen and have them despawn. Doing this will give us actually the whole dungeon we can check aside from Helmless Arcade. Yeah, even though the enemies are still alive because they walked off screen, the game's like, oh yeah, they're dead.
Yep, through a curveball at the game, which the game struck out on.
Ooh, there's another potion there.
And another key. Now, the only fast way back here, no mirror, it's either Death Warp or you take the long way around.
Oh yeah, no, E-Team's just going to walk into that spike. Regardless of what mail you have, that spike's going to do 1 damage.
And so there we have it, another Death Warp.
Alright, so now we're done with the front of pod. We're now going to go to the back where there's a lot of chests to open. 7 with the big chest. Ooh, does Christopher Walken know that he can walk through that Aga 1 gate?
Yeah, I'm wondering about that.
He seems to be lost right now.
Yeah.
I am checking what was in the turtle room. Turtle room was only 5 rupees. We have more rupees here. There's our compass. We're going to find some progression here soon. There's our big key. So we got to go into the dark maze or harmless hellway. Having a speech impediment sucks sometimes, just with some of these weird names.
Yep, there is a key in the harmless hellway, so Adium is just skipping it all together.
Yeah, I think Christopher is doesn't know. Oh,
Flute.
there's our flute. That gives us 3 checks on Death Mountain, and then 8 more checks on East Death Mountain. If this was Super Metroid Zelda 3, this also gets us into Norfair, but you know, we're not playing that. Anyway. What mean seed? Force Aga 1 for just 1 piece of progression.
And that 1 piece of progression in the Dark Maze.
I like that Korok seed in chat from Big J's right there. Alright, guys, go ahead and get your salutes out. The goose is loose.
And so's our access to Death Mountain.
Now, we are still looking for boots right now for those gloves to get something done. Ooh, Christopher is going to give us 2 new checks. Some love and some arrows. The Cupid Waterfall Cave.
Yep, the Aga 1 skip is out.
Alright, let's save this old man real fast. Old man will give us one of his best possessions, as Way Two Words is going to be the next one to toot the flute. $50.
Well, considering you get a save point that you can restart from now, not bad.
Okay, guys, doing a death warp, and I think Christopher is completely lost right now.
Yep, I would
Silvers
say so.
on Spectacle Rock! Ooh. We'll see if
That's
these
a
runners
definite
want to
one.
go out of their ways to get that, if they get the mirror.
Even if in the mirrors in Lower Ganon's Tower, I'd still consider going out for
Boots!
that. Wow, that was quick.
Some cash is held by a grumpy fish, so Catfish has money today.
Yeah, Catfish has some money, but we don't know how much, but not required in logic. ETM is failing on Death Mountain altogether.
Well, Core's Glove. With that, that means Desert is now completable. There's still one more item in Desert. Oh, wait, Bonk Rocks as well. Pegasus Rocks is up next. And 10 arrows. Quay actually found his way to Pod, so he'll be getting his flute here shortly. And E-Tim is going to go check what Lumberjack was.
Just gonna do a blind check.
Well, that's going to be here soon once he finds his way over to Heroes Outcast. It's a joke. Because blind's a boss? Blind check? No? Okay.
Yep.
Come on, I have to put some content in here. Alright, so now E-Team's going to go get his glove. Way Two Words. We'll see if he goes ahead and goes for his glove here. Looks like he's going to go ahead and check EDM with that hook shot. Again, 8 more checks up for grabs. Okay, guys, going for the hammer yump. ETM now has something to keep his hands warm. Ooh, ETM's going for the back of escape. Alright, nothing so far in Paradox. There's our small key. There's 10 more arrows.
Sword and half magic.
Back escape just had arrows. The other boomerang and more heart pieces. Alright. So we're at tempered already. That's pretty nice.
Always is, especially for the tougher bosses.
We still have Spiral, and then I think we just had Desert, and then most of Dark World. I think ETM is going to finish off Desert because he already did some of it. Okay, he's doing his flute. Christopher is not that far behind, even though he was lost for a little bit. He's actually catching up a little bit nicely. Ooh, there's our third bottle. Speaking of threes.
Yep. And we've found one of each potion.
I wish, like, eventually we'll be able to have, like, custom items into the game or something. Kind of like how we had Cole last holiday season. Like, maybe have, like, a purple potion or something that gives you, like, the cape effect. I don't know.
Somebody jotting down ideas for Christos, I wonder?
Oh, we found our second item. That means Desert. We don't need to complete that right now. ETM might go ahead and do it just for the crystal. But Lamos is not going to have an item. So now you're just thinking, do I do it now? Or do I go ahead and waste time not, like, collecting items to...
I just finished it.
Quay's having a hard time with the Dark Maze. It's all good. Don't forget to give these runners a follow. They're actually giving you guys a really good show so far. We also have a couple of trackers you should say hi to. Awesome people. Okay, gotta get to boots.
And that's a hover from the okay guy.
No, that was just okay.
I see what you did there.
Oh, you're here for at least another hour with me, buddy.
Weighty Words is also going to finish Desert, but is going to have a combat advantage over ETM due to Tempered Sword doing more damage.
Alright, Christopher is going to go ahead and toot his flute, as OK goes through Paradox. Mind you, ETM still has Paradox on his mind. So it looks like Dark World is a play. We have Bumper Ledge we can go ahead and check. We have possibly 2 items of Called Woods. We don't have Fire Rod yet to finish it. We have possibly 4 items in Thieves Town. The main issue with that being is 1 item may be hammerlocked. 3 items in Village Valcast, Dig Game, Stumpy, Hype Cave, and that's about it right now. So we actually don't have that many more checks we can do once we're done here in Desert. And about 39 minutes, ETM gets the first crystal eventually. Yes, there we go.
I think he was just letting the crystal land so it can think about what it did.
You know the pains I went through the last 39 minutes. You sit there and repent. All right, so ETM, we'll see if he goes back up to Paradox. He's going back up to Paradox. Waywards is going to go ahead and finish Lambo. So Waywoods might be the first person to go do some Dark World checks as OK Guy grabs his glove.
And ETM has been dead dropped.
Oh, wait. Did Christopher get his boots? Uh-oh. That might be a thing. He's going for eye density over the standard checks.
Well, I can't blame him for going for the item density, but unfortunately, sometimes you play the odds, and the odds play you.
Fuck the odds, and the odds won.
That sounds like Randomizer in a nutshell.
And again, I'm here for another. Anyway, OK Guy's also doing the desert play. ETM's almost done with his Paradox check. ETM will be happy with the Temper Sword here in just a second.
Yeah, even without having anything like a bow or a rod or a hammer, Tempered Sword still has excellent damage output against bosses, and for land movers, wraps them up quickly.
Yeah. To be completely honest, most of the game is actually built around the Temper Sword. Gold Sword doesn't add too much more damage to most enemies, which is kind of weird. In fact, in the vanilla game, Moth is actually immune to the Gold Sword.
That's right. That's something that was corrected while making this randomizer, so that the Gold Sword slash still works like a slash.
It's, I mean, you could say it's probably some lazy programming. Basically, spikes do damage to enemies here. In this game. So sometimes you might see the beetle kill itself on those spikes in Gan's Tower or Skull Woods. So they didn't want the spikes to accidentally kill Moth. But whenever they were deciding the damage output the Gold Sword would have, they gave it the same damage output as spikes. So now so that basically created an overlap where Gold Sword was spikes to Moth.
Well, it probably was an oversight. If I have to guess, just because at that point in time, they probably expected you to have Tempered Sword at most. To even have the Gold Sword at that point in time would take a crazy sequence where Skull Woods gets completely ignored until after you've got the 5-6 crystals.
Yep.
And Silver Arrows aren't going to do anything to Moth either, so yeah.
Yep. So Weighted Words and ETM actually were tied as they went to Dark World, which Weighted Words is having a little bit of faster time getting to his checks. We're going to go ahead and see Bumper first, as Christopher is going to see his boots. Bumper's $20, so the early cave has not paid off yet. We still have Spike Cave later on, once you find Hammer. And Weighted Words is going to do a Skull check. Alright, as he bonks over and over again. Skull does have 2 items up for grabs. They may not all be easily available.
Right, it's worth noting that the early Skull Woods play was one more commonly seen from version 25 to 28 of the randomizer, because it was basically a coin flip as to whether there was progression here or not per scene.
Alright, so nothing yet in Skull. Got some more keys. Chess game is going to be $5. So far, only money in Vale's Outcast, as Sea House was $50. We're going to check the vanilla big key chest here in Skull Woods. We're going to check the I cannot pronounce words right now. The brewery. So I have a speech impediment, guys. I'm very sorry. For bombs.
My speech gets tied up from time to time. It happens.
It may come to no surprise. I was actually dropping my head whenever I was a kid. And
that was a map in the big key chest, so that means there's nothing in Skull Woods to speak of at this point in time.
Yeah, no, we still have Dig Game. We still have Thieves Town, which most of these runners may not want to do until they find Hammer, just in case they get that 1 in 8 chance that an item is in that big chest. Small shields for Dig Game. I should also point out I'm moving here in like 3 weeks, and I don't think the new place I moved to has a train next to it. This has been the biggest pain for like the last 3 years I've been here, is this train during commentaries. Just saying.
Well, the biggest pain for me in this place, which I'll be moving out of soon enough, well, let's just say 5 years of dealing with a rodent problem. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it happens. We're about ready to get our Hype Cave checked. We'll see if the play is either Thieves Town or Hype Cave here in just a minute from ETM side. That's about the only 2 places left where progression can be. And Hype Cave is going to start us out with the Titus Mint! Oh boy!
That is a home run.
The bow!
I was about to say that was a home run, but I'm going to correct myself and call that a grand slam.
Okay, so we got a lot of stuff we can do now. There's one item on Armos. Armos and Thieves Town today is our 5/6 crystals. We got Titan's Mints. That's Dark Death Mountain. Dark Death Mountain. That's Mire area. ETM is going straight for Mire Shed. We were also going to see what medallion gets us into Mire if we need to go in there.
Yeah, no medallions yet, but its info, that looked to be Quake.
It was Quake? I have not seen anything yet. Oh, there's Ether. I've not seen anything yet in Thieves Town. Oh my god. So, remember the story I was telling you earlier?
Yep.
Yeah.
The cane is in play, so we could easily have to go into Green Pendant Turtle Rock if it's the Ether Medallion, but we can't do that yet. We don't have a hammer.
Well, I was saying, the one other seed I commentated was like Kane Samara and that required, and one runner orphaned the Kane in Meyer's Shed. This was back in it was a weekly, I want to say April, May-ish for SMD3. One runner orphaned the Kane and just moded the game because he didn't want to check Shed. And yeah, unique item is in Mimicate.
Oh, that could be dirty. Because we've already seen not 1, not 2, but 3 unique items that aren't necessary. Boomerangs, as well as single arrow. Those are out of play, as is the case. So we could still have the shovel or bug net, but chances are pretty good that it's something required, like the flippers.
It could also be Ice Rod, and we may not need it.
Well, if it is Ice Rod, then the game's hinting at something on Trinex or Green Pendant, and that would be dirty.
Alright, we are going to fight Armos and find out what they have.
And Tempered Sword mows down the green Igors just the same as if it were the bow.
Alright, I have not counted items and weighed word size, or nor have I seen anything important. Made. The hint was an item is in Mimic Cave.
Now we're about to get a pun from Blind. What'll it be today?
The beach, I'm not sure I can make it. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, we're going to do a scripted fight here. Very easy fight, 3 slashes per head of blind. Doing this correctly, you just keep blind up here, and it's super safe and super easy. And 50 bucks.
So if I saw that correctly, there's nothing in the hammer chest, and Jack can correct me on that if I'm wrong.
All right, I'm not quite sure what ETM got from Armos, but I don't see anything new on his screen. So we got 2 dungeons with 2 clears, 2 players with 2 clears each. My bad. We're gonna get Dark Death Mountain check. If excuse me, sorry. If ETM goes and completes Thieves Town, he will have Pyramid Fairy unlocked.
But not reachable. He would need the hammer or the mirror to get there.
Chat's saying there is an item in the hammer chest, so that may be something we have to come back for. But we're getting Super Bunny Cave checks now. And there's the hammer. Well,
Yahtzee!
ETM made the right play.
Certainly did, as Workin's working on Blind, currently phase 3. Little off script, but this is still very doable.
We find Fire Rod, we're in go mode.
And it's Quake to enter both Mire and Turtle Rock today. So the Ether Medallion we picked up out of Mire's shed, not required.
Alright, so for Hookshot Caves had nothing. Red Mail, yeah. But ETM can go ahead and check Spike Cave while he's here.
Yep, and he doesn't have to stop to hit the Lionels with a hammer or a sword because Tempered Sword damages them just fine. Let's see, Spike Cave is 3 bombs. That is a good question, though. Would it have made... Oh yeah, Hammer was in the Dark World, so you'd have to go Light World just to get the Hera, which Weighty Words is holding off on, and I can see why he's doing this, because... Oh wait, no, he doesn't have the Hammer. It's ETM who has the Hammer. Never mind.
Alright, ETM's going to go ahead and finish off Pod. He's cleaning up dungeons. That's what his play's been so far. Every time we've dipped a dungeon, we dipped Eastern, we dipped Desert, we dipped Pod, ETM has turned back. The second he can clear it, go ahead and clear it.
Which is a good strategy in terms of keeping your gameplay clean. Because, I mean, at this point, logically, you can't go into Ice Palace. Because even with Fake Flipper, you don't have Bombos or Fire Rod to deal with the hazards of that dungeon.
But if Fire Rod is on Helmsur King, we will have a go mode. I mean, yeah, flippers, but really? I mean...
Minor detail at this point, really, because pretty much the majority of the community that's been around knows how to fake flipper. And if somebody does it, it's pretty easy to learn, and someone can definitely help you out with learning that. The OK guy takes blind down.
Like, the only thing I can see that would be kind of trolly is we find bombos, and Fire Rod is in Ice Palace, but...
One night I actually had a seed where Cold Stare had the Fire Rod, and I think I raided somebody that night with the hashtag Raging Cold Stare because Cold Stare was certainly raging that night.
Well, Quistlefer now has some bacon with that quick coin.
So Quakes and King's Tomb. If you were to check Meyer's shed, and then go back up and open...
Yeah, I mean, we have checked Meyer. It would be kind of dumb to check TR. There's like one check you could possibly do. Basically, you have to play a game of I need keys in order to get to Laser Bridge for like checks. Mind you, there was a seed last winter. It was a retro seed that had both Fire Rod and Ice Rod on Laser Bridge. That could possibly happen.
Yeah, it's an extreme rarity, and what would have to happen is you'd have to have all the keys line up early, and then have a vanilla big key with another small key along the way. I'm trying to think of where it would have to be. It would either have to be the big chest or the crystal roller chest just to get to Laser Bridge.
You have to have all keys, and then basically hope that like the Fire Rod lock area is just 2 dungeon items, and then Laser Bridge is actually all the items in the dungeon.
Yeah, so to call it an extreme rarity is an understatement.
Alright,
meanwhile, so Helmstorm goes down, has a piece of heart. ATM gets the crystal. That's 3.
Wayward's also got Eastern done while we were talking as well. Christopher's going to get his desert done. I think it's time for Thieves Town. Now, here's the thing. Or he's going to get his quick. But if the Fire Rod is in Thieves Town Big Chess, this race on Restream is almost over.
That would be a very dirty move for this seed to pull. And as a result, if that were to happen, you could see a whole variety of finishing times. Got ourselves our first look at Smith Chain.
All right, reuniting the brothers gets us $100 for finding his missing brother.
The hammer.
All right, decided not to continue on. Did OK guy do hammer packs?
Not that I saw.
That's strange.
The team is now in Thieves Town with the advantage of having that hammer. If Fire Rod is there, this race is in Etiem's back pocket.
Oh yeah, hammer was in Super Bunny. Never mind. So OK guy couldn't have done hammer packs. My bad. Yeah. Chat's already corrected me. Make one mistake on speed gaming. Oof. Anyway, Christopher's doing Lamos. Okay, guy is doing Eastern. Way Too Words doing Hera. I think he's doing Hera.
Would be our first look at the Tower of Hera in this seed, and this also opens up checking the Ether tablet, which we've had the book for a long time. Might as well see if it's used for anything with the tablet.
Hera has 2 checks. 2 very quick checks. I do believe there's a new glitch that someone found. I think it's called Herapot. That's kind of like a bomb jump, but lets you skip having to find the big key. It's not that useful in my opinion.
I have to see the VOD of that trick, because that's the first time hearing of it.
Basically, you bomb jump into this fairy pot that's in the top left of this room. Fire runs! Oh
my Leota! Weighty words might have something to say about the race being in Etiem's back pocket.
Oh my! Okay.
That changes things.
Well, what a convenient hint to get in Tower of Hera that the fire rod is in Tower of Hera. Wow. Just think, ETM could have gone up here. There's the fire rod. Weighty Words is in go mode at 101.33.
Wow. Logically, we would say dictate otherwise.
Ignore the flippers.
Exactly.
Ignore the flippers.
Do the fake flipper, and it's a go mode.
Unless VTorb adds like a swimming section to GT, ignore the flippers.
Now that that's been mentioned, I'm wondering if such a section is going to get added. But, I doubt it. Might break the game a little too much. Meanwhile, Hammerlocked in Thieves Town was a rupee horde.
You watch your mouth. That rupee is a very nice pack of rupees.
Game terminology. What can I say? Anyway, 300 rupees is certainly a lot. So now we already know where our runners need to go. As we're heading over to Pod to clean this area up.
Here's the thing, though. There's not really much in go mode now. Like, Ice Palace is a couple minutes less in go mode. Way Too Words has already checked everything in Skullwood, so he did not save that time. If ETM goes up to the Tower of Hera, then yeah, he can skip most Skullwoods. Here's the thing. I think ETM does not want to do Hera because he wants to save it for last.
Yeah, there's a real risk-reward there, because now this is just from what I've observed, but oftentimes I find that Hera has nothing, which would make a Hera last strategy viable. However, this seed is the exception to that.
So here's the problem. ETM, if he finds Mir, or Bombos, or Piece of Heart, it doesn't matter. But if he finds progression, it's going to take him farther away from Hera. Actually, right now, the only logical check is Hera. He got Meyer too. So he has Meyer and Hera.
We haven't seen Purple Chest yet, but we know that's a dead check.
Okay, he's checking Spy Cave. Christopher's going to go ahead and clear out Eastern.
a very good turtle room from Weighty Words. Well, Kucheri is right. Ether does kill Dibdo, and unlike Bombos, doesn't leave them burning, so they disappear off the screen faster.
Yeah, it's a faster way to clear the torch room in Skull Woods by like 5 seconds without lag.
True, and without Tempered Sword, a quick way for dealing with Pen Gators would be the Quake Medallion. Assuming they're not jumping, that is.
Or very easy bomb placement. Speaking of bombs, ETM is going to go tell us what's in Pyramid. If we find Mirror or Flippers in Mirror, this could get a little awkward.
Bombos would be awkward at this point.
Ice Rod would be kind of awkward.
As well as cold.
You're as cold as ice. Alright. Oh, where is Weighty going? Oh, I guess he might just use that for a quick refill. And we'll see where he goes next. Looks like Skull Woods is his next play. He's going to have Ice Palace be his final dungeon. The Pyramid Lady today gives us the Mirror!
And a heart container. Oh wow, this could lead ETM on a wild goose chase.
Okay,
on the plus side, he can now get the silver arrows. On the minus, he's opened up a number of checks.
I was just going to say that that's kind of like vanilla silvers right there with what we know it unlocks. Just saying. Ooh, wait. As he goes towards silvers, though, he might check Hera and might be the next one in go mode.
That would be his best option, because here I was thinking he was going to start doing crazy stuff like Cave 45 and Checkerboard Cave, just basically stuff that would have taken him farther away. Doesn't look like it, because he's about to be the one with the silvers.
Yeah,
and
this may
advantage.
Yeah, this may actually help him out because he won't have to do silverless scan at the end. But we're going to check Ether. Oh my! Oh!
Wow. The Ether tablet held Bombos. That is going to give ETM an advantage in the Cold Stare fight for Phase 1.
Alright, so the Moth fight, as I said before, is immune to spikes. So you do not want to do any kind of damage that knocks him into spikes, or else you negate all the damage you just did. Wayward's had an easy fight for $1. He is now 1 crystal away from GT. ETM is a dungeon behind right now. He knows he's almost in go mode. And he's in a much better position for being so close to go mode. Actually, he's 2 dungeons behind because he still has to do Skull Woods.
Yeah, but either way, this is going to be quick. And the next chest he opens up in the petting zoo will wind up giving him go mode. Starting to wonder if that mirror was needed because flippers were in Mimic Cave.
Possibly.
It's possible, which would make this fake flipper pretty darn huge.
And Weighty Words does it. We're saying flip those flippers and going to Ice Palace for his final crystal dungeon. And again, 1 Ice Palace bomb jump. It's a quick, fast way to cold stare. We'll see where ETM decides to do once he gets his fire rod here in just a second. Okay, guys, we're gonna get his bombos. He's also almost in go mode actually. Once he goes into Hera, he doesn't have the mirror though because he didn't check Pyramid. ETM gets his 5th crystal. So yeah, E-Team is in go mode as well. Christopher Walken is fighting Helmasaur. For a second there, I thought Way Too Words had no bombs off the commentary stream. I had to look at the Twitch stream real fast to see he had 8. He does get the Ice Palace bomb jump that negates this weird puzzle Ice Palace has. Trust me, you don't ever want to do the Ice Palace the way they intended. Okay, guys, next into go mode.
Yeah, the way they intended Ice Palace to be done is literally a headache.
It's like 3 loops around. It just goes round and round in circles. It's so dumb. Way Too Words is now 3 rooms away from the boss. We're not going to find out what else is in this dungeon.
That's not okay, as the okay guy just got troll-dormed.
Ooh, Christopher Walken is about ready to go get his mirror. As Way Too Words starts of the Cold Stare fight. He does have an extra green potion, so the bombos to save magic will kind of get negated by the fact that Way Too Words can still kill them with fire, but he doesn't need to. He got them nice and grouped. Nice quick kill on Cold Stare.
Very nicely done.
And that means Ganon's now open. In order to get to Ganon, we gotta get through his tower. To get up his tower, we gotta find ourselves a big key. There's 22 possible locations for this big key. In chat right now, put in your guess.
And chat just pointed something out. Cold Stare dropped a key. That means Ice Palace bomb jump was a logic break this time. The game wanted you to have Samaria.
Okay.
But we didn't need it for that.
Alright, so Way Too Words is going to go ahead and go through Dark Death Mountain. That means we will not see what was in Swamp or TR or Mire. For a kind of shortly beginning to the seed that had a 40-minute kill for the first boss. This is sped up quite nicely.
Yeah, this sped up. Yeah, this went from a slow start. It basically went from 0 for about, I'd say about the first 30-40 minutes slow acceleration, and then it hit greater than highway speeds. But don't drive too fast. Follow the speed limits, because, yeah. Don't get a ticket.
Telling people to not go fast on speed gaming. Got it. All
no,
right.
I'm saying that about the highway. Speed
yeah.
gaming, you go fast. Highway, follow the speed regulations.
Yeah, the joke kind of died over a while ago. Anyway, E-Team is in Ice Palace as OK's finished up Skull Woods. And your guesses are about ready to stop being accepted here once we get to Ganon's Tower. The gap could possibly easily be the one fall to try and do Silverless Ganon right now. ETM does have silvers. He's the only runner with silvers. He's not that far behind. He's about 3 minutes behind Way Too Words. So it depends on how they route Ganon's Tower and if Way Too Words has trouble with silverless. ETM can still get in this run.
Yeah, that's very true. Last tournament, I lost a race because I failed Silverless Master Sword, ran out of magic, lost by 13 seconds. Hey, so
anyway,
Okay,
first two checks was nothing. Check number 3 upcoming on this torch here is bombs. Sorry.
No worries there. It was time to start mentioning the checks.
What else to mention? Okay, guys, now on his way to Ice Palace, Christopher Walken is doing the Smith chain. I don't think we saw a purple chest. Anyway, 4 is bombs, 5 is key, 6 being trolled right now is key, and 7 is a piece of art.
Yeah, those stall folks were not being nice at all.
So coming up is 8 is Fireball Room. Chest here in the middle of a fireball. And that's more bombs. You could say that room blue.
Just don't do that near fire. For Schroeder!
We're getting some mirror checks, by the way, on walk inside. We found out there's a heart container inside K45. Alright, so Snake Room is 9. That's a 5 rupee.
See, purple chest is just a piece of heart.
Yeah, we know he needs to get up to Hera for his go mode. We got 10, 11, 10, 11, 12, 13 here. All bombs, some money, and an arrow. And ETM is now on his way to Gansour. Now, let's say Gansour's on the right side and ETM does a full right. This will also give him some time.
Yep. If Logic really wanted to mandate flippers, it would have put a crystal at Swamp Palace.
Let's be honest, that's the only thing flippers are kind of good for in randomizer seeds. Just saying. There's Bob. Hi, Bob. How you doing? Thank you for guarding this key for chest number 14. All right. We got Ice Armos. Nice armors. Quick kill. For 15, 16, 17. Vanilla big key is a compass. $50. And 17 is the big key. I think Scherger 132 is today's big key winner. Yay! ETM. Oh, we got the big chest check as well. Very nice. We don't get to see that often.
Weighty Words did not have mirror, so had to walk out, so he probably figured might as well check it. This is an excellent pace.
Alright. Now, ETM could still make up time if he goes full right, actually. Funnily enough. Okay, guys, now I'm going to be doing his trek. Yeah, so ETM can make up time if he does a full right here, but he's not. Oh, I guess full left might give him some time. He also has mirror.
It could if he skips over everything that's not a key, and no runner will do that.
Well, what I'm saying is he didn't check the 2 items on the right that Waywards did, and he also has the mirror. He can just zoom right back up once he gets the key. He also has silvers, which means Ice Armos is going to take a minute less to kill.
Well, maybe. I think it's more or less a minor time save. Maybe not a minute, but still a time save nonetheless.
He's going to get some catch up here. Oh, actually, he's doing Dark Magicians. Never mind. Still the same story. I mean,
Yeah, the only way this saves time, though, is if he goes full right.
Yeah, he's doing full right.
So did right side have anything worth note? He's got the mirror out. Just a heart container, and I see the mirror out, which means I'm just gonna grab the key and go back. Yep, that is not gonna save time, unfortunately, for ETM. As Warken is now heading up to Death Mountain, hopefully into Hera, because that's where his go mode will be.
Yeah, it's practically going to be like a big key 20, 21 for him. Wade Words is already at Moldor.
Yeah, in terms of routing, that was not a good call for ETM because that's actually longer than just sticking to the left.
The last skiff from Moldorm is 20 rupees. Christopher actually got his silvers. We'll be going to get his fire rod here soon. And Wayward's got to Agate too.
See how his geometry is today, and that's all depending on how kind the placement is. Let's see.
That's a double. That's a triple. Nice. One more hit, and we'll be on Ganon. Very nice
it's
fight.
done. That blue ball is irrelevant right there because for weighty words, 23 is number 1.
Speaking of Ocarina of Time, there's some Ocarina of Time multi-world tournament stuff going on. Don't know if Speed Gaming does that, but just letting that known because Ocarina of Time multi-world is pretty fun. Anyway, pig fight. Whole bunch of slashes to his face.
Here's Ganon, and he's quoting song lyrics.
Nice double spin attack off the trident.
Already into phase 2.
I think he already done enough damage with phase 3 once these fire bats are gone. Yep. 4 more slices as Ganon jumps around. Then we gotta do silverless. 12 spin slashes while keeping the torches lit. Okay, guys, almost about ready to get his key too. He might actually get ahead of VTM here. All right, we're on phase 4. There's 1 spin slash. 2 spin slashes. Done efficiently. You can do. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say weighty words did get torch flipped, so that will definitely help.
I was going to say done efficiently. You should be able to get 3 spin slashes per teleport, or per torch. I mean, not per teleport, per torch.
Per torch cycle, I knew what you were going for.
I think he only has a few more hits left. I stopped counting after cut first one. Oh boy. All right, get your GGs in chat for
Yep,
waiting
down
words.
goes Gannon. We got bacon.
And he is going to finish with a time of 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 4 seconds. He finishes first of our restreams and fifth overall. Gooba finished in first with a 122. Frostbite 3030 in second with a 123.59. Ravith was a 124. Duran with a 124.57, like 17 seconds behind Ravith. And that's all of our finishers so far.
That's also Duran's new PB breaking into the sub 90 club. Congratulations. Speaking of sub 90 club, NY Rambler just broke into that with a 125.58 in 6th place. Congratulations.
No, he already was there. He only did his best time by 53 seconds. Zelda Disan finishes 7th with a 126.15.
Yep, he cut the 126 tonight, that he did. Relkin just wrapped with a 126.33 ahead of P-Train, who had a 126.35. So far, that's 9 runners done.
9 runners in 5 minutes. This was a close race, actually. So many small things. I would have enjoyed to see, like, what was the small changes between these first 9 runners, because 5 minutes separates first. Oh well, Shire with a 126.58.
That's a top 10 within 5 minutes of each other. Holy smokes! What was the difference between these runners is something I'd like to know as well.
ATM's at the top against Tower. Okay, guy just got done with the gauntlet. Christopher is doing his Ice Palace. Matt finished with the 11th with a 127.19. Just think, this was an AGA 1 seed that just kind of turned into a Jet seed. It was like a very linear beginning that just sped up.
Yeah, once these runners got past the bottleneck, the seed just took right off.
Act the Booker finished in 12th with 128.09. We're about halfway done with these runners.
Wondering if the linear start helped our runners out more than anything else, but hard for me to say.
I guess it depends on. I think the seed might have just depended on when you did the Hera play, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. Like, if you did it immediately after getting Hammer, you were going to be off to the races, as the OK guy picks a very good time to fill another heart container. As ETM finishes off. No, I was about to say I spoke too soon. That jinx is on me. Not quite finished with Aga 2 just yet.
My team is now on to again as an OK guys. Also on to Aga 2. OK guy will have to do Silverless whenever it's his turn at Ganon. ETM is going to just have to shoot Ganon 4 times Silvers on the final phase.
We just got another done in another sub 90 club entrant, our second of the night, Marty 7449 with a 129.38, 13th place, but a new personal best. Congratulations.
Alright, OK guy is now on to Ganon after his OK Aga 2 fight. Carnathidid finished in 14th with a 1:30.04, almost in the sub 30 time. Days Cloud in 15th with a 1:30.18. I do believe that's half of our runners today.
Sounds about right. That's also a new race PB for Carnath. It did.
Yeah, the FD just kind of.
Yeah, that's what's throwing me off.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like started to that one, but.
Yeah, that one got me too. So.
All right, so ATM is on to the silver arrows phase. Pull out the silver, shoot Gan in the face, 3 more arrows, and it's over. One more arrow, and it's over.
And that'll do it.
So, ETM will finish 16th, 11 spots behind our other Restream runner, with a time of. Give it a second. 1:30.59. About 5 minutes separated, way too worse than ETM. Part of it was probably that weird pathing through Ganon's Tower. There was some time to make up. Yeah, there was a time to make up, but not this time. Okay, guys.
Like that.
Okay, guy is on to his silverless fight. Again, 12 spin slashes. I don't know how long he's been doing this. Christopher is on to his GT climb now, collecting his 7th crystal.
Meanwhile, finishing in 15th was Days Cloud with a 1:30.18. And the OK guy finishes Ganon off, so that's not 1, not 2, but 3 runners of our restream. Slaying the pig, lots of bacon. Well, it is time, surely. Get your GGs in chat. And the OK guy finished in 17th with a time of 1:32.13, just ahead of Koi, who finished in 18th with a 1:32.19. And right behind him was Cassidy Moan in 19th with a 1:32.36. This turned into a jet seat.
Alright, so Christopher's on his way to GT. We'll get all of our runners that's finished so far in here to talk.
Wow, that menu time by ATM, a mere 2:30 in the menu. Holy smokes.
And we actually only collected just barely over half the items. I mean, makes sense since we didn't have to do any of the pendant dungeons.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing that the seed really wanted you from any of those areas was the keen of Samari out of Meyer shed by Logic, but in this case, Logic schmogic. Rather, Logic is merely a suggestion.
Alright, so Christopher is doing his GT run now. We'll hope that he does a full left here. Alright, we're joined by ETM right now. GG ETM.
Hey, GG's.
GG, that was one heck of a race and a heck of a seed. One that started out very linear, but then all of a sudden you hit Dark World by way of Aga 1 and everything just opened up all at once, seemed like.
Yeah, this was it was definitely a weird seed. Nothing was where I thought it was going to be. I actually, I almost went up to Hera earlier, and then I was like, you know what, I haven't done Thieves Town yet. I should probably do that first. So then I went to Thieves Town. That had nothing. And then I ended which got me the mirror, which could have been bad if I'd gone somewhere else with it, but I was like, oh, but just go back to Hera since it's the only crystal I have. Then, of course, the hint in Hera told me the fire rod was in Hera.
Yeah, it's basically the game telling you that you're in the right place.
Yeah, hints are stupid.
Yeah.
Hints are stupid, yeah. Yeah, well, aside from that, like, what was your thinking? Like, I saw you were one of the runners that did Aga before dipping into the dungeons. You feel like you should, like, what was your thinking about doing Aga before the other 8 checks?
Because if it's Moon Pearl on the pyramid, yeah, I can skip a lot of useless checks. So I just felt like it was almost certainly an Aga seed. So I felt pretty comfortable just doing it right away. And then, if something was on the pyramid, that's just a bonus.
Yeah, well, that strategy was not to be. It turned out Eastern and Pod were both mandatory double dips, as Eastern had our Moon Pearl, Pod having our flute in the Dark Maze.
Yeah.
Those are really the 2 keys that opened up the seed, and with that, we are joined by the OK Guy. GG, that was quite the race.
Yeah, okay game. Sorry.
Okay game.
Okay game, not good game. Okay game.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was waiting.
So, right off the bat, I have to ask: did anybody find mirror or flippers?
Mirror was in Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, I got the mirror.
I did not find that thing.
Yeah, nobody got flippers on the restream. I am thinking, and this is where my thought is, we got a hint that said that there was a unique item in Mimic Cave. I'm
Yeah, I
thinking
saw that.
that's where the flippers were.
Yeah.
That's so gross.
Because the seed gave you Quake and Cane of Samaria, and it felt like those were required, but then I was like, it could just be for the flippers, and I can get around the flippers, so... I was going to go into Turtle Rock next, though, if the Fire Rod wasn't in Hera. I was going to dip Turtle Rock.
I love the hint in Hera, the very first hint. The fire rod is here. It's like, oh, cool, I'm in go mode, kind of.
So, are any of you runners going to go try and find that flippers with the seed?
Nah.
No.
Did you guys, when you were on your way to Ice Palace, did you jump in the water forgetting you don't have them? Because I did. I was like, oh wait, I have to glitch. Whoops.
I almost did, but I just remembered at the last second. I was like, yeah, I got to do that.
Really cool seed, guys, and great race. Did you see how everybody flooded in and finished from like 120 to 130?
Yeah,
so many finishes.
No one was finished when I got to GT, and then I came 16th. Like,
Yep. Yep.
Well, you were actually... I was thinking you might have been able to kind of get like within a minute or two of weighted words. So where like if he just had one mistake, you was going to overcome him. But then you did the right to... no, you did left to right, then back left without going to... Ice Armos. I was like, oh, well, that's a key number 20 for you.
yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, DM strat did not work out super well this time.
Yeah, people were making fun of me in chat because I was like, oh, you do have silvers. You could possibly kind of catch up to weighted words in one fall. You overcome them. And someone was like, questionable commentary. Do you not see how close this race is? Okay.
Hey, I've lost a close race because I failed a silverless kill before, so certainly wasn't out of the realm of possibility. But hey, you never know. That's why you play the game.
Anyway, I'm going to call real fast. Hacksaw was 20th, Demolisher was 21st, with 135 and 137 respectively. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, how long did it take you guys to get your first crystal? I think it was like 43 minutes for me. My first.
Well, as soon as I got the gloves, I went to desert and did that because I was like, for some reason, thinking desert was a red crystal. So I was like, I might as well get this out of the way, and then I can do Thieves Town and then do Pyramid Fairy. And then I got the crystal, and it wasn't a red crystal. I was like, oops, that's kind of a slightly inefficient, but yeah, that was my first crystal.
On stream, E-Team was the first person to do so at 39:30.
Yeah, I probably I wouldn't have done that if I didn't think desert was a red crystal.
I
went to desert without the gloves, like super early, and after that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go do Aghanim. I don't know what's in Lumberjack. I don't even care. I'm just gonna go do it. Why not?
Yeah, I did Aga, and then there was nothing on the I didn't even have the Moon Pearl.
Me neither.
When I did Aga. And
I had to go to Eastern like last. Moon Pearl was my gate.
I also last located that.
Only Waywards got Moon Pearl before Aga with you three. All you guys went through Aga before going to Eastern.
Well,
you guys,
I mean, it's not that bad a time loss.
Yeah, all you
really,
guys actually had like the same route for the most part. Like, you guys did things differently. Like, ETM, when you finally got the Moon Pearl and you were about ready to start doing, not Moon Pearl, but the glove to do Vares of Outcast checks. Both you and Waywards was like mirrored going that way.
We're just getting word in chat that the flippers were in Misery Mire. That hit for Turtle Rock a red herring.
That is gross.
So that means it could be mushroom, it could be powder, it could have been the ice rod. I made the comment about the ice rod. Shovel could have been in there. Bug
money's on Bug Net.
Well, good game, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. That was a lot of fun. Like, it was a weird seed, but it wasn't a pain, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It was definitely kind of an odd seed for sure. Yeah, it was like nothing was where I thought it was going to be. It was just kind of like, it was like bait all over the place, kind of.
Yeah, definitely. No doubt about that.
GG, guys. Don't forget to give these runners a follow. They put on a very good show. Even Workin, as he goes into his Ganon fight. But aside from that, GG, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for the commentary.
GG's, guys. This was fun.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to take off.
See you.
Yep, GG's.
Let's go ahead and call Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna in second place with a 142.44, followed by 13 seconds behind by Lady Box Thief. I do believe that means there is 7 runners left, with Christopher Workin being one of them, doing some very nice cave strats to get him to phase 3. He does have silvers, so about 7 more slashes, 1 slash per each. Oh no! Ooh, that was close there. Gotta be careful with those fire bats. Those fire bats hurt.
But here's something that hurts Ganon, and that's silver arrows. And gets a torch glitch out of it.
Nice! He got the early silvers and the torch glitch. I was hoping he was going to go for a triple there. Does he go for the double? Oh, so close. One more hit, and he will be our last restream runner finish. Watch out for the... Oh, no fire bat. Never mind. All right, get you GG's in chat. And Christopher Walken was going to finish in 24th place with 144.41. That's a little palindrome right there. Speaking of palindrome week. And yeah.
Good timing for that. And that was a very good torch glitch activation. One of the best I've seen in a while.
Daddy Gamers finished in 25th with 145.30.
So that just leaves 5 runners.
GG.
Okay.
GG.
Let me ask this question real fast. Did you forget about the AGA 1 portal?
No, I did not. Why do you ask? If you're talking about Red Bomb, I didn't have the mirror at the time.
No. I was talking about there was like a 10-minute gap after you got Moon Pearl where you were doing like all these other random checks instead of taking that Moon Pearl to pod. So we were thinking that you might, because it looked like you were pausing a lot, looking like you was looking at a tracker.
Yeah, I was. It didn't click in my brain that I pod until that much later.
Okay, yeah. So we were thinking the reason why you didn't go straight to pod was you forgot that you could have gone there through there. So that was like a question we had. Not to insult you, it was like that was kind of just a question there. But other than that, what do you think of the seed?
Workity, work.
Work? Quah. All right.
I do have to say...
South Park
Go
Movie
ahead.
101 translated into Chocobo. You don't catch the reference, dude.
Someone was saying something when you were trying to say that. I didn't. I was going to tell you that I have a cousin that's a chocobo. Anyway,
We're not allowed to use adult language here, so I had to translate to Chocobo.
Yeah.
Fair point.
I'm sure Jinxie is laughing in her seat at this point. Or not.
Yeah, she was all excited. She was all happy when she saw you in the restreamed.
I had to give a little Crystal Company shout out. Oh well.
Yeah, we do.
Can't win them all.
While we talk about our trackers, don't forget to follow the trackers, Jinxie, and I am. It's late. Poseidon. It's late. Aside from that, what do you want to talk about with the seed?
Did anybody find the flippers?
We did have somebody come in the chat and say that they were in Misery Mire. So as for that hint about unique item in Turtle Rock, who knows?
Didn't need it.
Yep, ain't that.
And was I the first one to do AGA 1? Because that I thought that was a big brain plant. Jeez.
Like 3 of you were doing it at the same time. You were the third one to go up there.
No,
you were the second one to go up there. Yeah, you were the second one. E-Team was there first, then you, then okay. But you all 3 of you were doing it at the same time.
Yeah, it was just, oh look, here's Master Sword and Lamb and Cape. Here we go. It's an AGA seed. It's gonna be.
One thing I do want to mention is that was one heck of a torch glitch setup. You get the silver Arrowin, Ganon's right there, and you still get the fire rod shot through to the torch right on time. That was very nicely done.
Well, I normally can't even get that glitch with the fire rod, so I'm just as impressed with myself as you guys are.
No, I have no other questions or comments. So should we start wrapping this up?
Well, I can call out a couple more finishers. We do have Obsidian Gaming LLC with a 149.18, breaking the 150 mark with that PB.
I should also mention, don't forget to follow all the Speed Gaming networks. We do these randomizers daily, twice a day, 2 o'clock Eastern and 9 o'clock Eastern. It's always fun. You're always welcome to join, learn the randomizers. We also have a whole bunch of other tournaments going on, like the Mega Man 2 tournament. Ooh, I almost forgot. The Super Mario Maker Weekly is also Sunday. We give away $100 to 4 people for be the best runners and for making the best levels. So if you think you are good at making levels or running fan creations, do sign up for those Mario Maker 2 weeklies. You might get yourself some money. Sandra's 316 finished in 27th with a 150.47.
And something to bring up is that while it may be late, we are not done tonight at all, because starting at midnight on Speed Gaming, the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2019 tournament holds their 4th qualifying race in the week 4 of the qualifiers. And I'm going to be racing in that, so hopefully it's a good seed like this one.
Oh yeah, no, this week you guys got to deal with shapes. Basically,
oh yeah,
feels like every seed kind of feels like a playthrough 3 somehow of Zelda 1 when what was I going to say? Because like how like one of the major differences between playthrough 1 and 2 is where items are located in the overworld and dungeon shapes. As Made Work Heard and I both plug Mario Maker 2 weeklies in the chat. I'm actually one of the testers of that. There's some fun stages coming up Sunday. Oh yeah, we also have SG Live. Don't forget about that.
Yep, absolutely. Because that's going to be coming up end of October, October 24th through 27th in the Washington, D.C. area. It's tournaments of Zooter, Mario Maker 2, a Link to the Past Rando with a $3,000 prize pool each, plus tournaments of other games, including Zelda 1 Rando, Super Metroid, Mega Man X, SMB1, Super Mario World, Super Mario 64, and more, with prizes and a marathon whose submissions have closed and the schedule posted.
A whole bunch of fun stuff. Oh, so should we wrap it up now?
Sounds good to me. This was a fun seed, and it turned from a very slow starter into a seed that, once it got going, it just took off and there was no stopping it.
Yeah, for all the SG channels, 1 through 6, and our foreign speaking channels, don't forget to join our Discord and all that fun stuff. I've been Kuchiri, may the Triforce be with all you guys.
I'm Leslie Crow. For midnight, I will catch you for Zelda 1 Rando. For everybody else, have a good night, take care, and we'll see you next time.